I'm a survivor of sexual abuse, and several years ago I was telling my story, and a couple people heard it, and they were people who were involved in the Deborah House in Romania, and they thought that my story would connect well with the young girls there, because the Deborah House is a home for girls that have been sexually abused or been caught in trafficking, and they have been rescued by this home and taught who they are in Christ, and given hope for a future. And they thought my story would help these girls. So I was taken on a mission trip through Mount Bethel, UMC, and I was taken as the speaker and worship leader for that mission trip. And during that time, my heart just connected with the ministry, my heart connected with the girls, my heart connected with the mission of what they were doing, and I felt a message from God. The whole time I was there, the message was, expand their territory, expand their territory, expand their territory. And so I came back to my home church, First Baptist Woodstock, and I had no clue what to do next. I didn't know what to do. And so I worked with Al McMillan, and we began to go through the process of what that might look like. And he vetted the ministry and vetted me, and there were some tight and intense restrictions and controls about, what the church will get involved in. And so I just had no idea what we were doing. And amazingly enough, only through God, because I would have had no clue how to do this on my own, a year later, our church, First Baptist Woodstock, sent the first mission team to the Deborah House in Romania. And we just sent our fourth team. And it's been such a blessing to be the SMP, which means Strategic Mission Partner for this ministry, and to see their hope for a future be realized, and to see the expansion of their territory as we've been able to be part of what God's doing in their hearts and in their lives. One incredible thing that has happened along the way is that we've been able to partner with Global Year. And in reference to that, this year for the first time, 2 young ladies are going to be going to the Deborah House and to MLI and to serve this ministry as interns for a whole school year. What an awesome, incredible blessing that is, to be able to not expand their territory just once, but to be part of it being expanded twice. Here we are 4 years later, and God had brought from the very beginning a beautiful, wonderful friend alongside me to support me all the way through this. And we were able to just depend on each other. My strengths were her weaknesses, and her strengths were my weaknesses. And so the whole way through this process, we were able to just really bounce ideas off each other and really depend on each other to get through this. And so God has brought Susie along all 4 years and raised her up for such a time as this. And so for now, it is time for me to pass the baton along and allow Susie to be who God's called her to be for such a time as this, and become the SMP for the Deborah House in Romania through First Baptist Woodstock. And God's called me toward the next thing that He has prepared in advance for me to do. And so I still love this ministry, and I still plan to be part of it and to support it provisionally with prayers, and hopefully to be part of future teams. But for right now, God's called Susie to lead this, and I am honored and blessed that she's said yes to that. I am just thankful for what might be next with the Deborah House in Romania.